Jared Schmeck, the Maga troll who, on a phone call with President Joe Biden on Christmas Eve, gave out the pathetically weak chant of "Let's go, Brandon," admitted in an interview this week that he is seeking God's advice about whether or not he should run for office. Now, of course, the interviewer, the right-wing interviewer, did ask him if he had political aspirations. He did not offer this up freely. But before I even get into what he said, let's take a moment to remember that this guy, in the immediate aftermath of his "Let's go, Brandon" chant, it's so funny because these idiots are too afraid to say the word fuck. He told us immediately after, he's like, "I'm not a Trumper. I'm totally not a Trumper." And then, of course, he goes on Steve Bannon's podcast wearing a Maga hat and pushing election conspiracy theories, saying that Donald Trump is my president and the 2020 election was stolen. So this guy doesn't even know where he is. He's not sure how to handle his newfound fame, but I also have to add that it's absolutely hilarious that Kyle Rittenhouse's 15 minutes of fame ended early so that this new moron could take over as the GOP's flavor of the week. Tomi Lahren was right about that, folks. Go back and watch that segment from last week. Tomi Lahren called it. And so now it's Mr. Schmeck. And I'm never going to get tired of saying that last name. So here is what he said during this interview. He said, he was asked by Todd Starnes, "Do you have any aspirations for higher office? I know people have been talking about that already. I want to pray about it, see what God has for me. At the end of the day, I want His will for my life and the direction that it goes. I do feel like God put me in this position for a reason. And I strongly believe that standing up is the right thing to do here, as long as that message that I'm portraying is glorifying His name. And yeah, I'll see where it goes." Glorifying the name of God Almighty Himself by being too cowardly to tell the President of the United States, "Go fuck yourself," right? Because that's what you did. That's why anybody in this country even knows what your name is, you friggin' nobody. Before that phone call, nobody gave a damn. And I guarantee you, a week from now, nobody's going to care about you anymore either. Seriously, you want to look at how fast a falling star goes down in the Republican Party? Call up Kyle Rittenhouse and ask him. Because you're on the same trajectory, maybe just a little quicker. And by the way, running for office, oh, God put me here for a reason. What are your qualifications? Aside from the fact that you're too weak to say, "Fuck you, Joe Biden." So you're weak, you're passive-aggressive, you're a liar because you told us you weren't a Trumper, then you went on Steve Bannon's podcast wearing a Maga hat saying Trump won the 2020 election. So, yeah, you're not off to a good start. Now, I don't know you personally, so all of this I can only speculate based on my personal opinion of what I've seen from you, but you sound like a complete idiot. You sound like you have no idea what you're doing. And if you think God ever wanted anyone to ever go out there and do the thing you did, then you've never read the Bible, have you? Certainly not the New Testament. I mean, the Old Testament maybe, but maybe you ought to look at the teachings of Jesus Christ, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I haven't been to church in forever. Maybe there's a new Bible that I haven't seen. But based on what I know about Christianity, you aren't acting very Christianly, are you, bud? With the lying and the deception, all of that? Yeah, not exactly Christ-like, but hey, neither are any of those Republican phonies out there who are currently holding office, so who knows? Maybe you'll fit right in with them if you ever do decide to run.